Proper planning and preparation prevents poor performance. This is an oft-repeated quote that Stephen King shares in his 2012 book, The Little Red Handbook of Public Speaking and Presenting. The subject of speaking with confidence as a public speaker has been addressed in many ways. I want to share with you an approach to speaking with confidence that you may not have thought of before. As someone who's progressed from a very nervous public speaker to a person who enjoys speaking in public, I want to suggest that good planning and good preparation really can help you to not only perform better, but also feel much more confident as a public speaker. Let's discuss both planning and preparation and connect each with speaking with confidence. Most of us think about confidence as a speaker as something we either have or don't. I call this the trap of the cliche, an overused expression or idea that we just take for granted. Would you apply the same type of thinking to other areas of your life? For example, you turn 16 and you tell yourself, I don't think I can learn to drive because I've heard that you're either a good driver or you can't drive at all. Another example. For years, I told myself I could not cook, that I was a horrible cook. Finally, I started working at it and learning. I'm not half bad as a cook now. It's important that we mentally get past this false cliche and grasp the concept that public speaking, just like so many other things in life, can be learned. You have to plan to learn it. So how do you plan to learn public speaking? I like to think of it like spring training season for baseball players. You might be paid several $1 million a year as a fantastic player, or you might be a newer player. But everyone goes to spring training camp and concentrates on one thing, the basics. It's not the fancy plays that will win games in the long haul. If the player does well, it will be because this player has learned the basics. Basics like how to stand, how to see the ball, when to swing, and how and when to run. So here's the first thing I want to propose about having confidence as a public speaker. If you want to be less nervous when you get up to speak, you need to plan on focusing on learning the basics of public speaking. The goal of these videos is to do just that. When you finish, I want you to have a firm grasp on the basics, like how to pick a topic, how to research a speech, how to develop and organize a speech, and how to deliver that speech well. To do well, you may have to forget a few things that you've learned in the past about public speaking, or you might have to rethink what you think giving a speech is all about. The people who do the best are those that focus on learning the basics. The results might just surprise you. The second step referred to in the quote at the beginning of the video that will help you to have more confidence as a public speaker is to learn to be prepared. One of the concepts that many people have is that speaking in public is just like having a conversation. You just stand up in front of people and you speak your mind on the topic. Now, I guess you could say that's speaking in public. But if that's all the preparation you put into a speech or presentation, you should feel nervous. I know I would. To be confident with a speech, you need to be well prepared. Not only well prepared in how well you have researched and organized your thoughts, but also how much you have practiced. I want to encourage you right now, at the beginning of these videos on public speaking, to commit to practicing each speech you will give 10 to 15 times. Learn the various parts of the speech, like the introduction or the conclusion, and then practice that speech as a whole. Isn't this what spring training does for ball players? They practice all the component parts so that they get comfortable with what will happen when the lights of the stadium go on. What's the key to speaking with confidence? I believe the key to speaking with confidence is to learn the basics of how to be a public speaker and learn to be well prepared to present. My commitment is to give you the tools, to encourage you as you try, and to coach you so that you know the basics of what to do when you're asked to speak in public in the future. It is planning and preparation that will ultimately help you to feel the most confident in your public speaking opportunities. See you in our next video.